I might do 140 on the PCH. For all the times these niggas.
What's goody?
What's good? How you doing?
You look like you got some of the merch. You look like you got some of the CLB merch.
Not the CLB. I've got this. I got this one from a UK online chain. But they just, I think they try and do sort of off-brand kind of stuff. But I saw it and liked it. But yeah, I do have some CLB stuff. But yeah.
Oh, you got some stuff?
Yeah, I got a T-shirt on the web. They've not started the UK orders yet. I think they have last night or something, so they won't be with us for a couple of days yet.
Yeah. I think like the whole world bought the merch as soon as it went online. That shit's amazing.
Looks so good, man. I'm so pleased for him. He's managed to get it all like spot on. Just it seems immaculate, and yeah, I'm chuffed. He looks like he's in it. I think it's a great move to delay the album until January. I think it's like obviously wanting and waiting for like tactical business move from him just to let everybody clear out what they want to clear out for 2020 and start in 2021 with that sort of completely new, fresh staple of a rebranding. Yeah. What about you? How about the whole delaying and letting it, sort of feeling like it's going to be up?
I mean, I thought it was gonna drop, his birthday weekend. Thinking about it, sort of made sense. He would push it back, with because there's so much chaos going on in the world, and the U.S. elections and everything.
No, exactly.
It just just would have gotten drowned in all that stuff.
I completely agree, man. And I think as well, like I was completely convinced that he was going to be dropping on his birthday. It made so much sense, and I was up at like 4 a.m. over here waiting to see if it was dropping and expecting and hopeful, and it never came. And I was sitting there thinking, God, why is he not doing it? And then I saw that there was an album, Ty Dolla $ign, that was coming out on the Friday, and that was what was being rumored, and everybody actually got in the sort of the Chinese whispers had gone around on Twitter and stuff, and it was actually a different album completely. And once I realized that was coming out, I think maybe Drake was. It probably happened at the time. Like it was probably an at the time sort of decision and not pre-planned, because if that album wasn't dropping, he might have dropped on his birthday. But that album had Kanye West on it. It had twice, I think, 2 separate songs and a bunch of other artists, which he just wouldn't have wanted to. It wouldn't have served him well to compete with them at that time. So it just once the smoke settled and everything sort of became a bit clearer, it's made a lot of sense for him to delay it the way he did.
Right. So where are you at? You sound like you're in England.
Yeah, I'm in Essex, about an hour from London. Yeah.
Oh, dope. I know I've been to Essex. I've been to London a couple of times. So.
Yeah, it's a great city. Honestly, I can't wait to get back there eventually. I wish.
Best fish and chips in the world is in London, man. Best fish and chips.
Yeah,
I got this joint in North London called Toff's Fish and Chips. Yo,
yeah.
Like anytime I'm in London, I have to make sure I go through them. The place is crazy.
I have to say, the record show, the only place to compete is the seaside fish and chips. When you get that fresh fish, that's the only place that can compete with the London fish and chips.
Which one?
When you go to the seaside and like some of the local.
Okay. Right. Check it out. All right, man. Nice chatting with you, bro. Have a good one.
Take care, bro. Peace. Back.
Mr. Essex.
How you doing?
Good, bro. Good, bro.
I'll choose the topic. What would you like? Ask away. What would you like to talk about?
Sorry?
What would you like to talk about? What would you like to see from the album?
I didn't get the last question.
What would you like to see from the album as well?
What would I like to see on the album?
Yeah. What kind of vibe? What kind of music? Do you want it set up in sections? Would you like an A-side?
Well, me personally, I'm a fan of rapping Drake.
Sure, yeah.
So I like some hard bars. I mean, generally, the singing doesn't do it for me. There's just 1 or 2 songs that works for me. But sure. I think he's really gonna involve with the singing part. So I think we're going to be in for some good surprises.
Definitely.
But I would like to see like one or two international like collaborations.
Oh, he will do for sure. He will, no doubt. He'll do at least one or two from the UK. He'll do a couple from like maybe sort of the Afrobeats kind of vibe, and there'll be a couple of ones that you can play in the club, and it'll be all sorts. Just
So let me ask, with you being from the UK, were you a fan of gigs?
Yeah.
Like, were you familiar with gigs before you hopped on More Life?
Yeah. That whole sort of album was a time. I was in South London at the time, and living there for years, and it was just. It really it felt perfect at the time. It felt like, because the whole London scene just felt like the place that it just had a little glimmer, a little of a fire that could be lit. And then Drake just came and just like lit. It was mad. He had like so many different features on it, and people. The funny thing was, people complained like, oh, Drake's sounding like he's jumping on this UK vibe with the new sort of hype and everything, and the new cadence to his lyrics. But it's not the dialect from London that he's copying. It's from Toronto. The sort of that whole accent has been developed in Toronto and been part of their culture for like way before That's where he gets it from. And don't forget, his family had been raised in that culture, so all of his family are speaking that way. Of course, he's going to eventually pick up a few of the little, things that don't understand it. I didn't understand it at the time, but I was just so every track is there's no skips. That's the way I look at it. A good album, you can let it play, and whatever song comes on, you can let it play in shuffle. It doesn't have to be in order, and every song just hits. Interludes, like with George Smith, like that whole interlude is just a beautiful like couple of minutes.
Which one?
George Smith.
Right.
Even the interludes, like, I can't skip. It's the one thing I'm usually allowed to, speed up the album.
Skepta was one of them, right? He was on one of them interludes.
Skepta, gigs. Obviously, we've had feature since, and he's tried to hop on a couple of other tracks, and he released War, didn't he? Which was again that UK drill flow.
But you know that Section Boy show that he made a surprise appearance at. That show was the energy there, bro. That was crazy.
When everybody knew he was coming out, but everybody just had like heads down, like shit.
That was crazy.
Give anything away. Because I guarantee that most of the boys on the didn't know he was coming out either. It's like shit.
They were proper hype. What?
Yeah, and then oh god, and he doesn't get as much love as he should do for that. I don't think. I think it's criminal that should have been 100,000 people rather than a tiny little arena like that. It was a low key type thing, but geez. Can you imagine Ian?
But I loved what he did with Heady One.
The freestyle.
That was hard. That shit was hard.
It took me a little while to get it because he sounded offbeat at the start, but he wasn't. He was late to the I don't know how to describe it. He was late to the beat as it arched, but it just took a little while to land in my ears. I sort of thought, oh, he's flopped a little bit on this one, and then I kept listening. I was like, oh, wait, he's actually doing something that I've not heard before, and that's why it sounds off. But what he had is a successful example of the type of flow that he was trying to hop on. So, credit everything he tries his hand at, he seems to go in.
Yeah, like he's like a chameleon.
Yeah. Well, he's an actor first and foremost, isn't he? So you got to remember that's his adapting to things.
Yeah. Dope. So what you up to this evening? What's the time out there?
The time is 7:45.
Oh, okay. I have the same time.
Yeah. what was I going to say? Yeah, I've heard you ask all the people on here so far what their features would be, their desired features. What are yours?
Me, I want to honestly, I want to hear him, Kendrick, and Cole on a song.
Yeah, on just like
like all three of them.
We all know what's going on. We all know that we're the top three, and anyway. I'd love if that works. I hope that they're smarter than we are, than you are, and thinking ahead like that. Because he has been so Brown. He thought ahead with Meek and going bad. He thought ahead and it was perfect. And every time he's come back from hopefully he comes back from like all the Pusha T stuff. I don't think that will ever be mentioned again. Yeah, it seems like every time he's been methodical when he needed to be. So I hope he is like aware of his situation and his sort of gunning in the throne right now, because it's like him and two others, and we're quite blessed to be able to be watching them, and actually be even talking about them potentially doing something together is just incredible, because three artists like this all alive at the same time and all at their peaks at the same time. Mate, it's so.
But other than those two, I don't know.
Bryson,
I think we have enough Jay and Drake collaboration, so I'm not too keen on that.
Yeah, okay. We always get one though. We always need one, just to keep his hand on the throne.
Who else? Someone said Lil Dicky in the comments before. I think that was just... Oh, that was you? Yo, that would be a crazy collab. Like the video will be out of the world. Like Lil Dicky's like really creative with videos.
They come something hilarious.
Yo, you saw the one he did with Snoop Dogg? What's it called?
Yeah.
Professional rap or something. Yeah. Like,
there's one called Pillow Talking, which is just like next level animation and just an incredible like example of conversational rap and stuff. And I think if he can get, I think it's probably an area of like probably Drake's skill set that he could afford to improve by getting a bit more conversational like that in sometimes. And maybe even can help him with that, and they could do, there's plenty of stuff that they could collaborate on. It wouldn't just be Drake reaching a hand out for him. It would be Lil Dicky stands on his own, and as a fan, obviously, I'm sure he'd agree that Drake, would benefit from being on him, and it's vice versa, yeah.
Okay, so we have Kendrick and Cole. We have Lil Dicky. Who else? We need a singing chick.
Bryson, man. It's got to be Bryson.
Bryson?
Yeah, no more Bryson.
No. We need a female.
Yes, yeah, fair. Her, I'd love. And I think there's going to be one with Nicki. I'm sure there's going to be something with Nicki again, because they seem to be on good terms again. So I'm sure there'll be something there. I'm sure he wouldn't miss that opportunity, because, And who else? I'd see another Georgia Smith collab, and if there's plenty more you could do. You can go like Summer Walker again, and like those features will fire every time they're hooked up. It's been great. Yeah. We need Big Sean as well. Big Sean's got to be.
They have a song way back in the day, Made. Have you heard that?
I think so. I don't know.
It's like 2009, 2010.
I might not have then. It might have slipped through my filter. Go on.
Oh, I think I posted it sometime on my page, actually.
Okay.
Like, those guys together is solid, but I think their collaborations tend to be underrated. But yeah, that would be a vibe.
What about oh damn it! We could potentially have like another French Montana feature, but because that seems to be a hit every time.
Montana?
Yeah. There was another one behind there. I'd love to see AJ Tracey and him do a proper statement track together. That'd be a dream if he left it up. He's done like some of the big hitters. Like he's recently done something with one and did War, which was kind of a big hit. So he's gone on that London track, that London track sort of vibe. And successful. If he goes to 8.
You really know your stuff. I feel like someone in OVO needs to hit you up, man, for some game. You know?
Please, this?
You need to hop on the plane, get to Essex, and get the major keys. Man.
Waiting.
Mm-hmm. When in January do you think the album? Early January, mid January, or late January?
It'll be early, I think. It'll be once the dust settles on New Year's Eve and everybody sort of calm down a little bit. Let's drop an album and get everybody merched up. I think that's the plan. But I might be wrong. I've been wrong in the past.
But what if he pushes it back? What if he delays the album again?
Look, if he delays it again, that's fine. You could maybe release like 2 or 3 songs from the album in January, and even save it for February and do it on Love and revolve it around Valentine's Day if you wanted to do it that way.
Because remember, More Life was delayed several times. They kept on changing the release.
But when it did drop, it felt right. So I'm happy for him to take as long as he needs to get it right. He always does. So we've got to have faith. Yeah. Someone in the comments saying we need a DJ Khaled again, but I feel like Drake sort of covered that himself in the video. When he does a collab with Khaled, he doesn't about it. Like non-stop.
We have enough tracks with DJ Khaled making a lot of noise. I think we're good for a while. We're good for a while.
You one a year with Khaled because I'm sure it much. Like, look at the amount of Snapchats he got. Even if they weren't all real, even just to do them and actually put them in the music video, that still takes a lot just to get you, just for a joke. But so I feel like there's some truth to that. But yeah, hopefully that's answered. We should probably refer to the comments more. People have been commenting. I feel like we haven't paid any attention.
What are they saying? Raquel wants to hear more love songs.
Yeah, more live songs would be great. He seems to shy away. I'm not saying he shies away from the live ones, but he doesn't like doing the singing without any auto tune. He always has to have something like just to cover himself. But he's getting more and more confident singing, and he is definitely a card. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see like a really extended live tour for this, because if it's gonna have like an A and B side, I'm thinking he might even do like a 3-sided album and do crazy like that.
You think so?
One that's all singing, one that's all features or something, and one that's all just him going hard. I mean, how crazy would that be if he's got the capability to do it? He says he's a few months ago, he said he was sitting on the most music he's ever had, and look at what we've had so far. It's been I don't see any reason why he couldn't.
All right, Malak is saying Drake and Adele.
I don't know how my head feels.
Yo, speaking of Adele, she's lost mad weight.
Yes, yeah. Props to her.
What?
Adele, find her way on this chat. Someone tag her. We need her diet and routine.
Yeah, Drake and Adele would be.
Big Sean, Rihanna, yeah. They haven't. They're due one. Him and Rihanna, I think they're due a link up.
Wait. Do you know what would be crazy? Do you know what would be a crazy collab?
What's that?
Drake, Rihanna, and Chris Brown.
Oh dear. That would be.
That would be crazy. Yo, that would shut the internet down. What?
How awkward that would be in the studio. I would not want to be in that studio, man. Trust.
He just needs to put up the track list. We just need to see it featuring Rihanna and Chris Brown. We're
good. He'll probably, and the thing is, he's giving himself so much time now. He can afford to do really tactical track list release and stuff, bit by bit, just to drum up every bit of hype he can. And watch, this is gonna break record. It's gonna be a record-breaking album again. It always is. Every time he drops, he breaks his own record from before, and whoever else was in the way in that time in between, moved to the side.
He's probably going to sell at least a million first week.
What's that?
I say he's probably going to sell at least 1 million first week.
Yeah, at least. Oh, at least. I mean, first week. It's always hard to gauge first week. You can always tell by how much of a hype is done beforehand, so we'll know close to the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just sort of waiting every day for new updates and stuff. And I know it's not going to be anything after Christmas now because he's sort of settled in for the year. It might be a couple of features. I think there's a couple other things on the way. The Roddy Rich feature, by the way.
The one that leaked in the cut. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's going to be on there. And I don't know. I don't really understand why he didn't put that on Dark Dane Lemon.
Wait, but that's for Roddy, right?
Oh, it's Roddy's track, is it?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that'll be good when that drops. And there's a couple others that I saw a track list about 3 weeks ago on a fan page, and it was about 12 tracks that 6 of which I'd heard from leaks, and other ones I think were made up. So I hope that's not the case. I haven't listened to this album and think, shit, I've heard this, and then go to the next track and say, oh shit, I've heard this one as well. And then I don't that moment where I think, oh shit, because that happened before. You go into an album and expect it to be brand new, and you've actually heard 10 of them already because you were so on all the before it came out.
That's a problem.
Yeah. But I never get the people that leak it. I always prop them for giving us the opportunity to hear it if we want to.
Mm-hmm.
Although obviously it would be better for Drake. It does benefit him. So.
Yeah, man. We wait in anticipation. See how that goes.
Yeah, for sure. Someone's that Rocky feature. It's a great shout.
Who?
ASAP Rocky. That would be a good one.
That would be interesting.
3D album. Not sure how I feel about that. Drake and Adele. We've got to decide or not. Drake and Adele. I think obviously it would be good, but I don't think it poses much promise for Drake to start delving into Adele's fans and likewise. I'm not sure they have as much in common to actually benefit from a feature.
Right.
So that's
Yeah, we'll see how we get surprised in a couple of months.
It'll be something. But there'll be something always to surprise us, definitely.
Definitely. All right, bro. It's been a good chat.
Yeah, bless up.
We'll definitely catch up again.
I feel like we should have been recording this whole thing just to, we feel like we've got a podcast length.
All right, bro. Have a good one, yeah?
Bless up, yeah. Take care.
All right.